evening, viewers. Welcome to Clevenard TV. I'm still your host, Promise Ebuzeme. And today we have a special guest. Please do not forget to subscribe to Clevenard TV. Please sign up at www.clevernardtv.com. And today, here with me today, we're speaking on a topic titled How I Plan to Move the National Association of Nigerian Students, South Africa, which is NANSSA, forward. And our special guest is Abdulrazak, Abubakar Abdulrazak. Hi, Razak. Nice to meet you again.
Yeah, nice to meet you, Miss Promise Ebuzeme.
How are you doing?
I'm doing very well, thank you. And how are you?
I'm good. Thank you for joining us in the show today.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Okay, cool. Viewers, if you don't know, Mr. Razak here is the president of Nigerian Students Association in South Africa, and he's also a student of University of Johannesburg in South Africa. So, Mr. Razak, please tell us about yourself.
Thank you once again, and good evening, viewers. My name is Abdulrazak Abubakar, and I studied Masters of Financial Engineering at the University of Johannesburg. I'm a Nigerian citizen from Edo State, to be precise. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Razak. And please tell us what your role in NANSSA is and how these rules and action how the student can benefit from these rules and action.
Oh, okay. Currently, I'm the president of the National Association of Nigerian Students, NANSSA, and I used to be the Secretary General of NANSSA. So my love for students and my love for service is actually what propelled me to want to lead the association. The basic reason is to see how I can liberate and help Nigerian students in South Africa, because the struggle in the country is not easy. So we need somebody who will step up and represent the student equally, irrespective of wherever they're from. Provided you're a Nigerian student in South Africa, I think you need to be represented effectively to make sure we hold our missions accountable, especially when students are suffering from the issues of visas and passports in the country. Someone needs to stand on their behalf. There needs to be a bridge, a gap between the Nigerian student and the federal government of Nigeria. So this is where we come in as NANSSA, and this is where I step in as the leader of the Nigerian students in South Africa.
Interesting. I'm sure the Nigerian students in South Africa are lucky to have you as their president.
I'm actually more lucky to serve them as the president of NANSSA.
That's beautiful, because it's difficult to find someone that wants to serve and not think about what they can benefit from the association. So it's beautiful that you're willing to serve. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
What would you say is your motivation of deciding to lead NANSSA as a president?
Basically, is one of the things I just said is the love for service. Yeah, you have to actually be in a position to see how to know what people are facing. So I've basically been in the country for 11 years. So I know the difficulty, the challenges that students are undergoing in the country. So that alone is the zeal, is what motivated me to say, no, we need someone who really have the interest of the Nigerian students at heart to step forward. So I will give you a basic instance of what just happened. Currently, the visa of Nigerian, most students in South Africa, due to backlogs, were not issued. Some people have applied for over 2 years without getting a response. Some of them are losing their bursaries. So just recently, I was able to step in, and with the High Commission of Nigeria, the government intervened, and those visas were issued. So this is a zeal. This is actually what motivated me to want to serve. I just want to represent the students, so that I don't like to see people suffer. Especially if you are a Nigerian student in South Africa, some certain things should not be an issue to you. So if I have gone through those processes, I wouldn't want to see other students go through that process. So this is basically that motivated me to want to lead the Nigerian students.
Beautiful. Like I said earlier on, the Nigerian students are lucky to have you as their president. Thank you.
It's my pleasure.
Because you're doing a wonderful job. Not every president is going to decide that, okay, I've gone through these issues while being a student and still being a student student and I've gone through this issue and I see these issues every day and I want to help. You can also be a president and decide not to help, but you help him, which is beautiful.
Yeah, and if I may add to it, the problem we basically have is we think of what do we benefit and not what we want to give out. So my mission is about what I want to give to the people. So I think as a Nigerian citizen, it's our duty to help and represent ourselves wherever we find ourselves as a citizen of Nigeria. So I owe my fellow Nigerians that.
I hope fellow Nigerians are watching this.
Just
in case you decide to drop out along the way, they can hold this video and this accountable.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Can you run us through your visions in this dispensation? Because I know, according to your bio, you've served, and you also said you've served as the secretary before. So can you just run through how you intend to achieve all these dreams of helping Nigerian students in South Africa?
Basically, to help Nigerian students in South Africa is not something I have to do alone. So I work with executives, and also there's a laid down constitution of the Republic of South Africa, which we all have to adhere to. You get it? And also we have the Nigerian missions, which is the Nigerian High Commission and the consulate. So we come together with the Nigerian consulate and my executives and the High Commission. We sit down together and then we talk about the basic challenges the Nigerian students are facing, because firstly you have to identify what the challenges are. You get it? You have to identify what the challenges the students are facing are, then you address those challenges. So my basic vision for the Nigerian students is simple: to make sure that they are all well taken care of. Their welfare is what is in my heart, the welfare of Nigerian students. So I just want to ensure that the High Commission effectively, and the consulate effectively meet up with the needs of Nigerian students. And the only way that can be achieved, firstly, the Nigerian students have to be constitutional. You get it? You have to abide by the Constitution of the Republic of South Africa. You get the point, and be a good ambassador to our country. So if you are not abiding by the Constitution, it will be difficult for us to help, irrespective of the visions we have. You get it? So the first, you have to be law abiding, and then whatever plans that NANSSA and the Nigerian missions have for you will be able to work. You get it? So the first is to work with the Nigerian missions and the Nigerian borders. Like we have the NANSSA Nigerian Union. We work together and see how all those goals can be achieved.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much. So I will be right if I say you're very selfless, because you're not thinking more about yourself. You're thinking about the public, that people you don't even know about from Adam.
Thank you.
Okay, viewers, we've heard a lot from our president here. Let's just quickly go for a break. Please do not forget to just stay tuned, and please continue to sign up to Clevenard TV. Thank you. We'll see you now.
In the 21st century's technological advancement, we all seek opportunities to move and network with the emerging space. Introducing Clevenard blog and event posting. Do you think you have some interesting materials, good content, articles, and stories? Then feel free to publish them on Clevenard blog and events page, just as team of our writers are doing presently. By blogging on Clevenard's blogs and events, you benefit from our reach and network. There are constant stream of people visiting our social platform, and we have figured out just how to distribute our contents. This means you can basically skip the line and get access to a big audience from day one. Furthermore, we can help you get in touch with important people for projects with possibilities of translating your content into other languages and republishing them on Clevenard. This helps preserve and protect your content from getting lost. What's more, you also get to be part of our team with access to our network and lots of exclusives, behind the scenes information. And of course, you get full credit for everything you do, which brings you popularity and make extra income. Sign up now on Clevenard.com and start blogging to your advantage. Please see the tutorial video on how to blog or post events on Clevenard Blogs and Events. For more information, contact info@clevenard.com +34 631 279811. Website www.clevenard.com. Clevenard, your blogs, your identity.
Welcome back, viewers. We're still on the topic about how I plan to move the National Association of Nigerian Students forward, which we have here with us, Mr. Abubakar Abdulrazak, who is the president of Nigerian Student Association, or National Association of Nigerian Students South Africa. And we've been speaking about how he plans to move this association forward. The next question, Mr. President, is what is one of the major challenges facing our nation as Nigeria, the education, and what would you say about this? What's the solution?
The educational system of Nigeria, I think the basic problem we're having is lack of priority. I feel the educational system or the educational sector has been neglected for a long time. So I think until the federal government prioritize education, and if you look at the budget of Nigeria, I think education is one of the least that is being spoken about. And even if they allocate resources to education, it's not efficiently utilized. And that's why you see that lecturers in Nigeria are paid less compared to the rest of the world. So I think for us to have a transformation in the educational sector of Nigeria, I think we have to prioritize, make education the priority. Because you can't say the youth or the children are the leaders of tomorrow, and you say education is the key, and in the country, education is at the minimum, is not prioritized. That's why you see ASU can go for strike for months. What does that say to you? It means there's no priority.
Yeah.
Why those at the helms of affairs send their children abroad to get quality education? Why let me not say the innocent Nigerians, but those the less privileged Nigerians are the victims of this. So I think Nigerians have to wake up and vote for those they think can effectively represent them, those that put education at the front. You get the point? So I feel education has to be prioritized. That is the basic problem or challenges we are facing in Nigeria. We are not treating education as a priority. So if that is not resolved, the educational sector in Nigeria will remain the same. So I think we have to prioritize it, not just the government, because we can keep looking at the government. Who are those at the ends of affairs of education? Are the citizens, the lecturers, the VCs and all. So they have to take up a stand. Because if the government allocates certain amounts to education, and those at the top of of affairs in the educational sector are not efficiently utilizing the resources that have been provided by the federal government, what would you say? It will still remain the same. So we have to do some self-introspection from the head, from the educational sector itself. It needs clean up.
I agree with you.
A thorough clean up. Before we start accusing the federal government also, we have to do clean up first within the educational sector. And let's put in those people who have the interests of the less privileged Nigerians. So I think that's the starting point. Let's prioritize the educational sector, then in moving forward.
Yeah. Mr. Razak, I definitely agree with you because, like, in this situation about ASU strike, I think it's over 5 months they've been striking, and we have students just sitting at home and no job to cater for them. They are It's like they're suffering. Some of the students are suffering because now you can't go to school, because I know some students going to school also help them generate fund. So now not being in school, they have no money, they have nothing. So I do support your point about education. We need to prioritize education. But with situation whereby some families can't even afford to send their kids to school, what do you think is the solution there?
So if you cannot, it still goes back to prioritizing education. Education, if you look at the Nigerian constitution, education is not a right. Instead, it's a privilege. So that has to stop. So if you cannot afford education, there should be what we call free education. 80% of Nigerian postgraduate students in South Africa are all studying on bursaries. You get it? So why can't we implement such systems in Nigeria? If you cannot afford education, let's have free education for primary schools and secondary schools, in the public schools especially.
Yes.
So I think that section of the Constitution, which I cannot actually quote now, that says education is not a right, but a privilege, I think the National Assembly need to review it. Yes.
I agree with you.
Yeah.
I agree.
So,
because
go on.
No, I thought public school in Nigeria they are free. Are they not free? The public school, government school.
Yeah, if you say public school, government schools are free, I don't know if I went to a public school in Nigeria, and I remember paying school fees. To be precise, I went to Army Children's School and Western Boys High School. I remember us paying school fees at the time when I was there. Or even if you don't pay school fees, there's what you call exam fees and all those stuff. When you sum up all those fees they pay, at the end of the day, you are paying school fees. You get the point? So if we don't prioritize education in all ways, it will always be a problem to us. It will always be a problem. That's why you see we have brain drains in the country. The educated ones are being sourced by the Western world, or they are leaving. If you are a lecturer in South Africa, you earn good. But if you are a lecturer in Nigeria, you only have to survive by selling your handouts or imposing your handouts on students. So it still goes back to saying, let's prioritize education. Let the least Nigerian be able to have access to education. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Mr. Razak. Thank you. The next question is, what has been your roles in NANSSA? How can the association members benefit? How can the members benefit?
Oh, that also incorporates what I previously said, that my role in NANSSA is basically, I initially was the Secretary General of NANSSA before becoming the president. And when we talk about the benefit, it's not a benefit of the members, it's a benefit of all entire Nigerian students in South Africa, especially when there's diplomatic issues involved. We step in for them. So I've actually incorporated that in the previous question you asked me. It's all about helping and seeing how we can assist the Nigerian student in South Africa.
Thank you so much. What would you say is your motivation for deciding to lead NANSSA as the president this time around? We know, like, you were the secretary. I don't know what was your experience. If you can just compare what was the experience when you were a secretary and now that you're the president, what's the motivation of deciding? Like, why did you decide to come back to be the president of the association?
Yeah, when I left NANSSA after being the Secretary General, I think I gave a break from it. I saw that there's still a lot that needed to be done. So there's something I usually say: if you don't like something, wait for your turn. I don't like when you go on social media and say, no, let's vote for this, let's do this, let's do this. Somebody has to take up responsibility. So I heard the cries of the people. I got several calls from the people when I was a Secretary General. So the work I did as a Secretary General was what motivated most Nigerians, the institutional leaders in South Africa, to call me and say, no, we still need you to represent us. So I need to represent my people. When they call me and trust me with the power, I have to take it up and represent them effectively. So it's basically the work I did as a Secretary General that made me become the president of the association.
So what are those works that you did?
No,
like one or two?
When I was a Secretary General, actually that was the time we had Arik Airline in South Africa. So most Nigerian students could fly on Arik Airline on 80% discount because Arik Airline gave us tickets. Then now we sell it to the Nigerian student on a 20% rate. So with the 80% discount, you get it. And the issues of passports that the Nigerian students, especially when they have backlogs of passports in this country, we were able to work with the Consul General who prioritized the student. If you're a Nigerian student in South Africa, you don't have that, although we still have the challenges due to COVID. But at that time, your passports could be even issued in a day or within the stipulated time that is supposed to happen. So the issues of passports, the internship for Nigerian students, the national conference of NANSSA, it will now become, when I was a secretary, my office ensured that those things happened. So students were effectively cared for and taken care of. So during my tenure as the Secretary General of NANSSA.
Beautiful. Now I understand why you came back, which is also to serve. You love serving the people. You selfless. You want to serve the people again. So there's this issue of the whole passport thing. I know it has been like a big drama. I don't know if it's all over the world, but I'm sure here in South Africa, it's something that's been trending. What do you think is the cause, and what's the solution?
Firstly, like I said, COVID had played a huge impact that caused the backlogs we have now. But the basic problem of passport in South Africa is we have booklet issues. It's just the basic issues because as we speak now, there are no booklets. And you find that the Nigerian students in South Africa will want to blame the consulate. But actually, the consulate are not in charge of producing booklets. They wait to get booklets and then issue. But one thing they've done is to ensure that Nigerian students first are prioritized.
Which is beautiful.
First, they are prioritized because why? The day your study visa expires, is the day your passport is expiring. So if your passport expires, you cannot renew your visa without having a passport. So automatically you become illegal in the Republic of South Africa, which we have addressed with the Consul General and the ministers of the consulate that we've brought these issues to them. They've assured us that they will ensure maximum support for the Nigerian students. Although, if you look at the records now, they are really, really doing it. Students are getting their visas, but like recently, I can tell you that as we're speaking now, they have backlogs and they have booklet issues. So this is not something we blame on them, right? So when they get it, but the first thing we know is that Nigerian students will not be victims of this. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Mr. Razak. Whereas we've heard a lot from Mr. Razak about even he has addressed the passport issue and so many issues and also about why he's serving Nigerian students, which is because he's selfless and is trying to help Nigerian students here in South Africa. Let's quickly go for a break. Please stay tuned. Please do not forget to sign up at www.clevenardtv.com. Thank you.
Clevenard In Diaspora Television is an internet online TV service. What sets us apart is a unique combination of hit African content, first and exclusive international free movies, series, musics, news, events, documentaries, tourism, teleshopping shows, youth TV programs, and live interviews. Clevenard Diaspora Television is available throughout sub-Saharan Africa and to the diaspora markets worldwide. Take your entertainment with you wherever you go. Watch on your smartphone, tablet, laptop, smart TV, depending on your device. Watch free movies with Clevenard Movies Television. Stop searching for free movies websites and watch Clevenard Movies Television. Watch your favorite African shows anywhere at any time. Don't forget to check out our top 5 TV channels created to get you informed. TV1, Clevenard In Diaspora Television. TV2, Clevenard Youth Television. TV3, Clevenard Movies Television. TV4, Clevenard Teleshopping Television. TV5, Clevenard Tourism Television. To start watching, sign up at www.clevenard.com and follow the easy steps. Once you're done, log into the Clevenard website or app on your device, click on any one of our 5 TV channels, and hit play. We will be very satisfied and happy to welcome you to our team as one of our new business partners. Contact info@clevenard.com +34 631 279811. Website www.clevenard.com.
Welcome back, viewers. This is still Clevenard TV, and I hope you all are signing up on Clevenard TV. Here with me, we still have Mr. Razak, who is the president of Nigerian Student Association here in South Africa, NANSSA. Mr. Razak, so please run through the vision again. Please, can you tell us about your vision again?
Like I previously mentioned, my administration aimed to rebrand the outlook of Nigerian students in diaspora with quality characteristics, effective leadership, and being the brand ambassador to our nation, Nigeria. And we've planned a series of events also that will create awareness for Nigerian students in South Africa. So one of those things one of the other things we also intend to do is, let's say, all work and no play make Jack a dull boy. So we've planned to award all Nigerian students who have performed excellently well academically, and Nigerian lecturers also who have represented our nation and been a good ambassador to our country, Nigeria, and other Nigerian businesses who have supported our administration selflessly. So we plan to do this because we're organizing a gala night in November. We were going to award, it's called NANSSA Award of Excellence. So the agenda is to recognize our people who have represented us well. And we are having guest speakers coming from Nigeria. We are partnering with our High Commission and the consulate and various Nigerian businesses and the Nigerian associations in South Africa.
That's beautiful. It's really nice to have an association that recognizes exceptional students that have done well. It's students that don't even know that they're being recognized of the hard work they're doing. And the lecturers also, which is beautiful. It's good. The association is thinking in that sense.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you. So what are the advantage of joining NANSSA? What are the advantage? What do the students stand to gain from NANSSA?
Oh, the advantages of joining NANSSA. If you look at the things I mentioned earlier, right?
Yeah.
For you to be represented, if you go to yourself individually, to be difficult for the High Commission or the consulate to record if there's an incident that have occurred, like we have some years back, when a Nigerian student died in one of the schools. If you are not part of NANSSA, it will be difficult for you to be identified, because what NANSSA does, we compile all the names and lists of Nigerian students in South Africa and will send them to our missions. This is a way of accountability. So the missions will be really, really accountable for whatever happens to Nigerian students in South Africa. So they will be aware that this person is studying in the country. That is why it's important that the moment you get into any country, the first thing you do is to report to the High Commission or the consulate and register yourself. If you do that, it will be easier for the Nigerian government to know where you are, your whereabouts. So if you are a member of NANSSA, NANSSA becomes accountable. So with the issues of any diplomatic issue that occur or arise during the xenophobia, for example, it was easy for us to identify our students. You get it? So if you're in NANSSA also, if you're a member of one of the advantages of becoming members of NANSSA, when you have events in your school, we'll support you. When institutions we source for funds for them, and we try as much as possible to make sure that they are represented at the topmost level possible. So these are the few advantages of becoming a member of NANSSA. But like I started by saying, that you don't really think of a benefit. You join because you want to serve. You get it?
Yeah.
You don't go join an association because of what you want to benefit from them. You join because you want to be part of the family. And the benefits, let me be very sincere, are immense. You get it? But you just have to join because this is what you want to do. NANSSA membership is not by force, but by the constitution of NANSSA, once you are a registered Nigerian student in South Africa, automatically you are a member of NANSSA.
So how do they join?
Sorry?
How do they join?
You join by becoming a member of your institution. NANSSA, we have different institutions in South Africa. So each institution have a leader. So the leaders of those institutions are executives of NANSSA automatically. So they report every challenges you are having at your institution. Do they report it to NANSSA? And NANSSA take these issues to the High Commission or the consulate. So it's like a channel. So if you want to be helped as a Nigerian student, that is the right process. If you're a Nigerian student who stays in Cape Town, it's easy for you. Once you're a member of NANSSA, you know the logistics to take you from Cape Town to fly down to Pretoria to want to go to the High Commission or the consulate. NANSSA does those things for you. So these are the benefits of joining NANSSA. But the challenges that we face as NANSSA in this regard is when institutional presidents leave power, they do not carry other people along. So it becomes difficult for those people to identify that there's what you call NANSSA. So, but this administration, we've tried to bridge that gap. So what we do now, we take NANSSA to the people. We don't wait for the people to come to NANSSA. That is why we have taken it upon ourselves to make sure we have our meetings, our executive meetings in different institutions. That's a way of bringing them closer to NANSSA and making the institutional bodies also very strong.
This is beautiful. That's wonderful. Nigerians, students in South Africa that are watching this, I'm sure you guys have heard a lot of what the president has to say. So if you know you're not registered under NANSSA, please reach out to your president or the executive in your school so that you can also be able to, so they can help you in case of challenges you face or any issues. So Mr. President.
And also, they can also, it's easier for them to also reach out to us through our social media platform, through our Facebook page, and all. Very soon, we'll be putting our website details also, so that they can also register through our website. It will be easier for us to, because this is a way of us taking NANSSA closer to them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So do you have the Facebook they can reach out to, or the Instagram page? You have the
Oh,
details. The
yeah.
details.
Yes, I forwarded it already to the WhatsApp platform where we have all the institutional leaders, so they will take it, forward it to their institutional platform where everybody will have access to it.
Okay. Thank you very much, Mr. President. I don't know if you have any other thing to add.
I really don't have much to say, but to say that thank you viewers for watching Clevenard TV, and we hope to continue working for the benefit of the Nigerian students, and also to become brand ambassadors to our beautiful country, Nigeria.
Yes. Thank you very much, Mr. Razak, for coming to this discussion. I hope you enjoyed it.
Thank you very much. It's a pleasure. The pleasure is mine. Thank you.
Okay.
All
Okay,
right.
viewers, please do not forget to sign up to Clevenard TV, www.clevernardtv.com. Please, you can watch movies, you can put up blogs, you can also post events and watch different events there on Clevenard. So please sign up. Thank you. Remain blessed. See you next time. Bye.
Thank you. Thank you.